Hey man, you coming or what?
I am fixing my wig. Hold on.
Bro, I'm doing the video right now, dude. I'm doing the intro.
It will take a minute.
Bro, you look ridiculous, dude. I have extra clothes.
I'm doing something. You know, you shouldn't be doing these videos. You should work on your music.
Man, fuck you. He doesn't want to come. Okay, whatever. Hi, I'm Street Shaman, and welcome to my channel where we do music feedback and I do some shit like from Twitch and I do some other things too. Thank you so much for popping in, stopping by this video. Make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I also have other links down in the description for Patreon if you guys want to support me there. And follow me on social media, all that stuff. I don't have the animation for it yet. So one day I'll have it and then it'll go bing and then it'll look cool. Don't worry about it. Hey, just go down to the link in the descriptions. Please follow. I need it. All right. I'll see you at the end of the video.
One of the best things about this century is whenever I was in my century, we used to drink coffee. Coffee was a brand new thing and only the wealthy could drink it. I have to tell you, I found this new thing. Street Shaman calls it Monster. I used to have to drink like 7 cups of coffee before I got inspiration. But look, it has it in this tubular thing right here. It calls it Monster. It's Monster. Yes. It's not witchcraft. I'll tell you what's witchcraft. Oh, these advertisements. No, this is the real witchcraft. Is this goddamn these advertisements in your century? They're nonsense. I have no idea what they do. It does not make me want to buy anything. I know what it is. You're supposed to buy things, but every time they move me an ad, I just want to look at silly videos and it's like reading a book and then someone just comes up to you and says, "Hey, would you like to buy this crappy item?" It's just rude. And every time I see an advertisement, it makes me not want to buy it. Your username here is ApeShitTV. Shit. Sounds familiar. Shit. I don't know. Did they have this word? I don't know if they had this word at that time. I think the sailors at the time would say stuff like this. I was on my way to be past Mozart. I think he was just about to die. And then now I'm here in this century. So I'm just relearning all the music again. Oh, Vienna? Yes, I was on my way to Vienna. Off to the dreams. Street Shaman says the equivalent is like LA of today. But not really, because LA is like shit now, is what he said. Yes. That's what he said. He says LA is shit now. If you're going to do counter melodies with counter melodies to a motif that's underneath it, make sure you get good, strong motifs. One of the best musicians in Street Shaman doesn't seem to like him, but I like Lil Uzi Vert. He's great. I love Lil Uzi Vert. It's a thrill to listen to him. Oh, Kodak. Yes, I like him too. I'm going to give you a good example of a melody in which the vocalist, I would call it the singer, the vocalist is providing a good contrast between the motif by providing a counter motif. So I want you to listen to Kodak Black because there is a underlying motif, which means melody that is strong and significant in the song, the motif that is underneath, and the counter motif that Kodak Black provides over the top of it. Kodak Black is not very melodic, but he's very rhythmic. Orbit.
Gotta wait to make them movies, I be loaded. They would be I make a move on you, nigga, I be loaded. Ain't gotta wait to make them movies, I be loaded. Why you watching drinking 40s, I just told it. Still that same nigga in a foreign, but it's stolen. Ryan sporty, acting sporty, can't control it. I'm doing fraud, got that bag, yeah, I'm transporting. I got that bag on me, nigga, like I'm transporting. He dropped the mixtape, thought I would've reposted. I ain't posted mixtape, cause I don't fuck with shorty. I be booted to the morning, PM to the morning. My little Wody wanna bag him, he just wanna roll it. Hold up, nigga, don't you owe me? Yeah, you owe me, don't it? Like I'm an island of adventure, how I stay rolling. Tryna diss me, I need you 6 feet.
Okay, we've only listened to the song for about 53 seconds. I'm gonna break this down a little bit. I want you to focus on me for a second because I'm gonna talk about counter motifs. I'm going to be singing a little bit. I'm a horrible singer. I'm a great composer, a horrible singer. But bear with me and I'll teach you this concept. So the underlying motif is bum 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 ba bum 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 ba da 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 da. That is the melody, and it's going to repeat through here, and it gets taken away, and then there's rhythmic things that happen, and then it goes back into the motif. Let's listen, and I'm going to sing the parts of the counter motif that Kodak is. I'm not going to say the words, but I am going to express the rhythms and the tones of it.
Ain't gotta wait to make
that is the counter motif. That is a contrasting motif.
Still that same nigga in a foreign, but it's stolen. Rhyme sporty, acting sporty, can't control it. I'm doing fraud, I got that bag, yeah, I'm transporting. I got that bag on me, nigga, like.
Yes, that's what he's doing. And so now there's going to be another section where he does a different motif. So let's listen.
He dropped the mixtape, thought I would repost it.
You see, can you tell the melodic and tones and rhythmic variation he has between that section of the song and the other section of the song? But there's still the underlying motif there. The underlying motif is the same, but now Kodak Black is a brilliant artist by providing a counter melody on top. You attach emotionally to the motif that's underlying, but then Kodak Black makes it less repetitive by providing a counter melody and a counter rhythm. And then he strengthens this counter by creating his own motif, which means the melodic and rhythmic variations that he does, he repeats it. Alright, so listen to the
I ain't posting mixtapes, I don't fuck with shorty. I be booted to the morning, PM to the morning. My little woody, hold up nigga, don't you owe me? Yeah, you owe me, don't it? Like I'm an island of adventure, how I stay rolling. China diss me.
That's the counter motif.
I need you 6 feet. She say she miss me, then she wanna kiss me. Damn, I'm so crispy. Zan got me dizzy. Trust me, I ain't shy. I keep that glitzy. I was spin bent, yeah, fritz me. What the lick read, baby, come and lick me. V12, I'm riding.
I hope you have enough notes there. I want you to go listen to some more Kodak Black and be inspired by his counter motifs. And especially if you listen to any popular hip-hop songs, they have this type of thing where they have a motif underneath it and then they counter the motif with counter rhythms and counter melody. But I wanted to make sure Ape Shit TV got, the concept I'm talking about. And it's really an old concept. It is nothing new. Okay. Just go read this legal document here. Oh no, it's a letter. Might I inquire of your musical inclinations? I myself consider a diverse array of styles, thus I wonder if there's a particular genre or composition you would be inclined to hear. I must confess that my works predominantly fall within the realm of electronic music, which may be considered somewhat advanced in comparison to the era to which you derive. However, I remain hopeful that my creation shall find favor to your discerning ears transcending temper. No, okay. As soon as I got here, and I understood the concept that I am in the future, and I may be stuck here, I did tell him I am a composer. I am a musical man. How am I to make a living? Street Shaman, he's a musician himself who makes EDM. And he showed me some of this, and I tell you what, I listened to this thing he said was called Skrillex. I listened to Skrillex and I just about cried. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. And then I asked him to show me how to make this music. I've been making electronic music, and I love it. I love just the opportunities of expression are so vast right now, and I'm so advanced. I'm going to learn the things that I am here, and eventually I will go back. I'm not sure how I'm going to get back, but I will get back and I will show people this new technique. I'm sure it'll be impossible to decipher it for them, but I will learn and I will try interesting things. I am enjoying a vast now. Oh, another legal document. Dear sir, I'm most intrigued by your music and endeavors, though I find myself firmly rooted in the 15th century, where music is predominantly consists of troubadours and courtly dances. You offend me. Although we did have limitations back in the day, music was nothing but a form of adolescent expression. It's how we express ourselves, and you guys express yourselves this way. There's no elitism here. We didn't have the things that we just had the piano, my friend. We just got the piano. Apparently, the piano has been here for like centuries now, and it's like one of the best musical instruments I've heard. It's just the way that it's carved and the way it sounds now is just the way that we imagined that we wanted it to be. So just know that we had a lot of limitations back in our day. Whenever you say that, it offends me. I've always kept myself open. Although Mozart is I don't know. It could just be jealousy. I have ever opened to new experiences and wonderful melodies at distant times. Pray, do share electronic compositions for me, for I am eager to immerse myself in the transcendent harmonies of your contemporary creations. Mayhaps this meeting of eras through music shall be delightful and okay, you spelled that word wrong. You guys, you don't have to talk to me like you're in the 70s. This is not a game. This is real, okay? I need to learn how to speak normally. Street Shaman said I cannot go to the gas station to go buy chocolate. I can't do that. He says he has to go buy it for me because I don't talk right. I went to the gas station once with Street Shaman. Everybody was looking at me because I know I look ridiculous compared to everybody else. But then I saw a dark man. I go up to him and I go ask Shaman. I said, look, there's slaves here. There's slaves here. And then Street Shaman just pretty much just dragged me out of the store and said, you can't go to the store no more. I said, why? It's like, because you don't call them slaves no more. It doesn't make any sense. You can't call them... He said he's gonna come home and explain the last 300 years and something called the Civil War. It's strange. Now, there's a lot of things I have to learn. Okay, I am heartened by your mindness and eagerness to lend an ear to my creations. May help you to discover the solace and contentment with the melodies that graces your senses. Oh, I am not an aristocrat, my friend. Don't do that. Okay, let's get back to the music. I do love talking about myself, though. Let's talk about you guys and your musical prowess. Mozart, damn his fucking name. Damn his name, but he does have a good song that can help me explain some of the things I'm going to talk to you about, in which I want to talk to you is maybe possibly what Street Shaman would call the mixing, but also the arrangement. Everything is just a little loud. There's no movement within the loudness and subtleness of the dynamics of this song, bringing in the energy towards the drop, not creating enough suspense for the drop to hit. So let's take a listen to this. See, it starts very softly, melodic. Sometimes they repeat with variation. Listen. Quieter. Why are they going quieter? This is nice. Whoa! What they use is they use silence to anticipate the listener, question what was going on, and then it hits them with a surprise. That's why we call this the Surprise Symphony by Mozart. When it comes to the drop, as what you call, and what we just saw was a classical drop in comparison to today's time. They use their dynamic. The dynamics are there to create tension, to drive emotion, to drive thoughts within the listener. Whenever you arrange this, keep that in mind. If everything is so loud, whenever the quote-unquote drop comes, then it's like as if it's not a drop anymore. Think about your dynamics. Loud is good, as we can tell from this YouTube video that we saw of Mozart's Surprise Symphony. Dynamics are great. We've always used dynamics to tend to our music and the needs of our music and to capture the interest of our audience. You have to understand, Aika, it is your job to connect to the audience. It's not your job to connect to yourself. If you want to be a true artist, you need to connect to the audience, the viewer, and the listener. You know, it's quite entertaining to see the similarities of our music and today's music. There's no difference. All the difference is the limitations. The limitations of you today are different than the limitations back then. We've always used music to express ourselves and what we can do at the time and the emotions that we feel and the excitement. We love building excitement and emotion. That's what your job is to do. You have different limitations than I did. When I was doing it, I had many limitations, but you guys have perfected the piano and now you've moved on. Music is always the same, so maybe you should think about that. Opinion on jazz? I have heard it. It's great. What jazz is an expression of connected musical theory while breaking it. It is taking the rules, understanding them, and breaking them. That's what jazz is, and it creates these interesting melodies and harmonics, and it's nothing new. Mozart always broke the rules of music theory. I broke the rules of music theory all the time. All jazz was at the time, it just broke boundaries that everybody thought had to be these boundaries. With this art, our job is to break boundaries, and my opinion on jazz is good. I don't listen to it all the time. There's not enough motifs in there. Even classical people need motifs. There's not enough motifs in there for me. Motif is a repeating melodical element within the song that repeats itself so it can connect to the listener more. Then go to music feedback on the Discord. I know it's a little confusing, but I have a lot of bots. I had one bot post nude pictures, which I thought was art, but then Street Shaman said it was pornography. Is what he said. It's a new concept of mine. We've never heard of pornography. He said it came out during the Civil War for like people. I still don't know what the Civil War is. Pro L2, everything is really saturated, and I do love a good smacking on the limiter. The limiter. Oh, Street Shaman's cat's here. She's getting more comfortable with my outfit. Hello. Hello, kitty. Hello, kitty. Come here. Come here. Would you like to nuzzle my nose? Come here. Oh, come here. Give me kisses. You know, we used to hang women who had cats, but now Street Shaman has one. Damn cutest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you so much for watching that video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow the links down in the descriptions below. Thank you.